A shot of the Celtics coming down the tunnel. They're not messing around. They're ready to get to work here at home. Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And here early in the season, these two teams trying to overcome the injuries and hopefully get healthier down the stretch.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They're going with Mathurin and Nesmith on the wings. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Boston, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Then there's George Niang. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Keita in at the 5. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
A nice shot by Simons.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond.
Tough. Back to Nembhard. There's a screen. Shoots from the block. And that one is stuffed right through.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Now, here's Simons.
There. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Outside Mathurin. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are two loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, we talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. The coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. So we've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment.
That free throw, no good. The Pacers making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. And the second free throw, good. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. To Nembhard. Here's Nesmith. Cranes the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Simons, the pass to Niang. And here's Brown, defended by Mathurin. Pass to Keita. Niang in the post. Nesmith covering. Simons misses off the right iron.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Now, here's Nesmith. Siakam, that's good.
And Siakam always has options in that shot.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Bounce pass, Nembhard. At the elbow, it's Siakam. It's blocked. Now here's Brown. Nesmith covering. And there is White, and that's good on the assist by Brown.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Tries from 10. A rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. They get a hand on it. Stolen by McConnell. It's Nembhard on the wing. And the 3 off target.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Second team foul.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Tillman, he's checked in for George Nee. It up. Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Toppin subbed in for Aaron Nesmith. And it's tied up with that one.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Jackson a screen on White. Inside. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Here's Tillman. Back to White. Pass to Tillman. Drills the elbow jumper.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. To the middle. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Simons against McConnell. Out to the wing. Simons on the wing. Pass to Tillman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's White. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. White's got 5 now.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Nembhard. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up that jump shot.
Simons surveying the D. Brown inside. Jackson on him. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Here's McConnell. Here's Jackson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Simons kicks to White. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior. And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Garza. Over in the corner, White. Shoots over Nembhard. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Mathurin has got the ball here for Indiana. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And using that body to his advantage, Mathurin will learn to control his strength as he grows in the league.
Here's Pritchard. Here's White. Cranes it from beyond the arc. White's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Celtics making a switch here. Niang's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Nesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. Here's McConnell. Still scoreless. A nice shot by Nesmith. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Tillman, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Niang. Sinks that one from the post. Pacers leading by 3. Nembhard with it. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Pritchard. Connects from three-point range.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
That's to Jackson. 43 seconds left in the first. Down low, McConnell with it. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Toppin can't get it to go. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. White the pass to Pritchard. A miss that time would have put him up. Indiana leading. Out to the right wing. And the wide open shot from McConnell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Pritchard. Over Jackson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pacers lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. They've got George Niang, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Pritchard. Back to Niang. Pass to Minot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, he had just enough breathing room to sink that layup. The defense was there, but not quick enough.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Here's McConnell following the three-pointer by Boston. Indiana moving the ball around. The rebound by the Celtics. Pass to Niang. Out left to the wing. Hauser the pass to Tillman. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
McConnell kicks to Toppin. Shepard the pass to Jackson. Here's Neesmith. For the three. The rebound by Niang. Boston trailing. Pass to Hauser. Here's Tillman. And the rejection by Jackson. Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Lays it up and banks it in. McConnell's got his first basket of the night. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's McConnell. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Pritchard. He has 6. Pass to Garza. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Walker. Minot pulls it in.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And Indiana with a change here, too. Iceman's checked in. Pacers leading by 3. McConnell scanning the floor. Shepard the pass to Toppin. Throws it up high and finished off by Shepard.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Pritchard. It's rebounded by Indiana. Now Shepard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Check in for Indiana.
Number 13, Tony Bradley.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 6. Over to the left wing. Why not? Got 3 off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Shepard, that's good.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Good on the bucket. Minot's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Takes it inside and finished off by Shepard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Whitey's checked in for the Celtics. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. And a wide-open look for Mathurin. Drills it from outside. Mathurin's got 6 points.
A smooth operator in that pick and roll. Mathurin understanding how to capitalize with that handle.
Walker against Brown. Garza no good. Here's Indiana. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Shepard. Light covering. Here's Nembhard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Nembhard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pacers. Outside, Simons. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Nembhard with it. He's got 8. Pass to Shepard. 5 on the clock. And the Pacers another 3.
3 points.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
Here's Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Austin making a switch here. Fires is checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 55. Luka Garza.
Toppin, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb. Toppin's got 5 points so far.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
And here's Brown outside. The offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he makes the first.
At the line for 2, Luka Garza.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Indiana leading by 14. And here's McConnell.
2 minutes.
Now Nembhard. Now here's McConnell. In the corner, it's Toppin. No good from outside. A minute 42 left in the first half. Brown kicks to White. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 11.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Indiana's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Up top, Nembhard. White covering. Pass to McConnell. Tapping a screen on Simon. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 11. Simons with the ball. He's covered by McConnell. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Neesmith, the pass to McConnell. Outside Mathurin. No good on the three. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Gets it down to single digits. Garza's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Mathurin with a screen on White. Here's Nembhard. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Garza, defended by Mathurin. And Mathurin comes to help. Three-pointer, Simon. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Garza. Back to Brown. Sinks the triple. Now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
For Indiana, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
3 shots.
That free throw, good from Nembhard. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third. Stolen by McConnell. Doesn't go for it. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Coach Carlisle with me. Rick, a tremendous first half offensively. What pleased you about the team's effort?
Our pace is good. You know, we're making a good effort defensively, but they're starting to hit some shots, so we're going to have to keep it tightened up.
We'll see what happens as the game continues. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Nembhard. On the court right now for the Pacers. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Nembhard. And it's Huff in at the 5 down low. And he gets the bucket. Siakam's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Indiana.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Pacers leading by 10. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Here's Nembhard. He's got 11. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Mathurin. The rebound by Cato. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Simons. 8 points for him. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Simons shooting. It's going to be on Siakam. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen, the best three-point shooter or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card. And
he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
Indiana leading by 10. Back to McConnell. Outside Mathurin. Six to shoot. Pass to Nembhard. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Simons. A stupendous finish in traffic. Simons has got 13 points.
Well, it's hard to stop him once he's at the rim. That's a strong move.
Pass to Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. Light covering. Neesmith. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. McConnell with it. Mathurin with a screen on White. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And he knocks down the first one.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line. Not missing their chances when they get them.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Here's Nembhard. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's White. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Now here's White. 13 points in the game. Here's Niang. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Niang's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Celtics trail by 8. Hyman's on the wing. He's covered by McConnell, and it's good. 2 points. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Back to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Pass to Nesmith. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Screen by Niang. Simons finds Brown. And the Celtics another 3.
Well, Brown returning the favor. That 3 at the other end didn't sit well with them.
And here is Nesmith. Now Nembhard. He's got 16. Outside White. Niang in the post. Nesmith covering. Niang no good.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And Aaron Nesmith gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. On defense, Indiana. 6-point game.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Nesmith with the bounce pass. Nembhard with it. Working on Niang. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And some changes here for the Celtics. Garza's checked in. And it's Tillman in for George Niang. Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Shepard comes in for Nesmith. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by McConnell. That one goes in. Pritchard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
And here's McConnell. He has 5. Now, here's Toppin. Back to McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And he hits the first of 3. It's the second from the line. And he makes all 3. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 7. Pass to Hauser. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication and now he's able to make a pay.
Nembhard with it, wide on. And the Celtics making a change here. Einard's checked in.
Coming onto the floor from the Celtics, number 8, Josh Einard.
Nembhard with it. White's there. Just 5 on the clock. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Nembhard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Pacers leading by 4. 1:22 left to play in the third. Here's Toppin. Off target from outside. Boston's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Here's Pritchard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Pritchard's got 10 points in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Celtic shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Gets the three-pointer to fall. 13 points in the game.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the three-pointer by Boston.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Boston foul. Peyton Pritchard.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Third team foul. Shooting for Indiana, TJ McConnell.
The first one falls. The Pacers making a switch here. And both free throws good for McConnell. 16 seconds left in the third. Here's Pritchard. He's got 13. Garza. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
From deep. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
What a way to punctuate the third quarter. They've got the lead, and they've got momentum.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Indiana out in front, leading by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Celtics trail by 4. And it's Minot in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Driving to the basket. Garza no good. And Indiana shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? The Celtics shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Pritchard passes to Hauser. A three-pointer off the mark. Pacers leading by 4. And Walker kicks to McConnell. Rebound by the Celtics. Garza's got 5 rebounds tonight. Walker in the post. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Walker's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Indiana. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Number 12, Johnny Murphy.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Pass to Toppin. Now Walker. It's tipped. Here's Tillman. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by McConnell. To the right side. A 3-ball. Shot's good by Murphy. And the Pacers lead by 7.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one.
Walker's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pritchard passes to Garza. And the rejection by Jackson. To the inside. Here's Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pritchard passes to Garza. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 7. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now, here's McConnell. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game. The Pacers making a change here. Shepard's checked in. Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Minot. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now Toppin. The jam.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Celtics trail by 6. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Minot. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Walker's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got 5 points in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment. And you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jackson to the paint. Toppin finds Walker. Now here's McConnell. Guarded closer. Fires top of the key. Rebound Boston. Tillman's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by McConnell. It's good.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
Indiana leading by 3. McConnell with it. At the teardrop. And the layup by Jackson. 10 points for Isaiah Jackson.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Simons. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Huff, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Boston's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's White missing. Pacers leading by 5. Now Nembhard. Here's Huff. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. Huff's got 4 points this quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And the slam dunk by Simon.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
Serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. The 3. Niang, no good.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Here's Huff. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on White.
First team foul. Shooting for Indiana. Jay Huff. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Celtics trail by 8.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here is Simon. Over in the corner, White buries the long-range jumper.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now, here's Siakam. Here's Neesmith. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And that one drops for him.
And this is what separates Siakam from other guys his size, the ball handling and that ability to stop and pop.
On the high post, Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Indiana leading by 8. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pacers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
Drives to the hoop. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. .41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. Clock at 6. And he makes good on the layup.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Niang, that's good. Here's Nemhard, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Line for the Pacers.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Well, yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They trail by 6. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
They need a quick basket here.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Get up on your feet.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Buries it from outside.
Upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're behind by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, but if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Here's Simons, a 3 off the inbound. He's off on that one. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports as we present our player of the game.